Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. It's Sovereign Saturday. Body game and sovereignty. Body game and sovereignty. Now I'm known, especially on my car videos, for talking about body game, hitting the gym, lifting, exercising, whatever you want to do to get your body to its best self. Okay, that's cool. And of course I talk about what it does for women, turns on women sexually and all of that. But if we're talking about, let's get beyond the women for a second. You need to have a strong physical vehicle in order to have sovereignty. Because how are you going to have sovereignty but you're not at your best physically? And I don't necessarily mean as far as having, super cut and all of that. Just healthy. Just healthy. Health is wealth. I mean, what can you do? How far can you go if you have to take a bunch of medicines and everything? That's going to be a problem. I remember I'm familiar with this. It's a vegan restaurant in the Washington, D.C. area. It's called Elife. Elife restaurant. And I'll put a link for that in the description box. But I remember the owner of it, he was telling me a story about a guy who had been spending $2,700 a month on medicines because of his health conditions. Think about $2,700 a month. You got people out here don't make that much a month. And that's just on medicines. But what the guy did, he started eating vegan food. He started getting healthy to the point he had to spend it. But think about something. If you're spending a lot of money on medical care or medicines and everything, how far can you go? What can you engage in? You can't go out here and take action the same way. You totally dependent on some pills just to keep you alive. So one of the things with body game is just exercising. One of the greatest things, especially for some older men, but younger men as well. Younger men as well. Exercising actually keeps you healthy. It keeps you healthy. It can keep your blood pressure down. It can help you to take action when you have to move around. And especially for younger people, because there's a lot of studies out there saying for younger people, their level of testosterone is down. One of the things you can do with body game, it actually builds your testosterone. If you use your body, just say you're doing resistance training, and especially stuff with your legs, leg exercises, don't skip leg day. It actually builds your testosterone. It builds naturally. You don't have to get anything for it. Because, there's a general feeling like they'll say your testosterone goes down as you get older. Well, that's if you don't exercise. That's if you don't exercise. If you use it, it's like you use it or lose it. And you can actually generate it naturally just by eating well and everything. But that's a big part of it. So you want to have the ability to go through life. And here's another thing, and I ain't trying to promote any violence or anything, but if you in good shape, physical shape, people don't want to step to you. You don't catch, because people, especially men, are worried about any physical repercussions. So let's just be real. Now people see me, big dude. I'm a big dude. I'll be throwing up my weights. I'll be throwing them up and everything. People move out of my way. People move out of my way because of my physicality. People don't challenge me to the same extent. They think about what they got to say. Now, of course, everybody's not going to be built like this no matter how much you lift. But when you have a solid build, a solid physical presence, even if you more on a leaner side or something like that, people think about it before stepping to you. People think about it because the reality with men, we're built to be warriors anyway. So it makes a difference. It's going to impact how people see us. So you want to be healthy for that. And let's say you want to create your sovereignty through business. One of the things, like for what I do, I got to work out just so I can keep doing this. See, people might just see one video. I don't know. I film maybe on an average day, I'm filming like about 6 or 7 videos. So that means I have to have my breath in good shape. I got to be able to breathe well to still talk the same way. I got to move around and everything. I got to move lights and cameras around and shoot. And then I got to exercise because then even when I'm editing, you know, I still have to maybe get up, do some squats, something like that. I had to keep moving. But what it does is give me the power to do all of this. Like if you're in business for yourself, one of the things you're going to have to do is hustle. Like physically do stuff. Physically. Now, of course, there's some stuff out there you don't have to move around, maybe, but let's just be real. The overwhelming majority of businesses or careers, especially for a man, he has to move around. Now, let's say you're not doing that. Let's say you're just working in a warehouse. You got to stay in shape to move stuff around. Just to move stuff around, be efficient with it, and possibly even move up. You know, if you look at many blue collar workers, they got to be in physically good shape. Even something like a truck driver. Yeah, you sitting there driving, but you got to stay awake. If you're not feeling your best, you're not healthy, well, that could be a problem. You driving long hours, long distance, that could be a problem. And then and really, there's been a lot said about how someone's body build influences people in different areas. Like say you're an attorney. If you're an attorney, you're in a courtroom or something, and having a good body build will influence the jury. It will influence the jury. Or and let's just think about something. If you look at a lot of executives, a lot of businesses actually conducted in health clubs or on the golf course, doing some physical activity. So, but you got to be able to hang in those situations. See, this is very important. This is very important. Like body game goes way beyond the women. Oh, that's a great benefit. Trust me. Trust me. And you know, Rom is going to promote that. But doing everything else. I give you an example from my own past too. I've done a lot of vending. Now after the COVID lockdowns, I haven't vended, and don't financially need to, but I'm still always keep in mind possibly doing something just because I like vending. But I'm standing there. I'm not sitting there. The way I would vend, I'd have to stay standing for most of the day. Only time I would sit down is to either sign a book or to eat some food. And usually when I was eating food, that's when people would come up and want me to sign a book. But I had to stand there. I had to stand there, interact with different people. You got to be in shape just to stand. People don't realize just standing all day, that takes a lot. That takes a lot. But I wouldn't have been good as a vendor if I didn't do that. Yeah, I could have just sat down and everything, but I had to make my money. So I didn't just sit there. I had to get up, talk to people, be like, hey, come on over. I had to be energetic too. So that's the thing. That is the thing. So yeah, you got different jobs, but it depends on what you're doing. Like say your job, say you have a business or something with a restaurant. You a chef. You can't just sit there and say, hey, you do this or that. You got to be up, moving around, all of that. Shoot, you got to be in good shape for that. So it's like, if you're talking about sovereignty, making money, you got to have that energy to do it, all right? That's very important. So y'all know what to do and everything. Y'all know what to do. So hit the gym. If you, like I say, it goes beyond women. Women are a fringe benefit of it. Great fringe benefit, but still, we're talking about your life. You want to be as healthy as possible. All right? So body game if you want that sovereignty. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.